Good morning, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining. Again, another day, another session. Let's start as every day with a little bit of rolling the shoulders, breathing slowly, joining the stretches with the movement. And the reason why we place the hands on the knees is because we can just do those stretches a little bit slower, round the spine, twist, anything that feels good for you, or a little bit of everything just to try. Good, and then from there, notice in the way that you're sitting down with the legs crossed, and then uncross them and cross them on the other way. Going to be sitting in this position for a little bit longer, and we try to bring the balance on the hips, knees and ankles also. So relax the shoulders back and down, gently close your eyes, aligning the spine and the neck. Bringing the gaze up, relaxing the jaw. The tongue is very softly touching the upper palate, the jaw relaxed. And we breathe deeply, noticing the stretch, the expansion as we inhale, and relaxing as we exhale. Diverting the attention towards the abdomen. The shoulders relaxed. Good space between shoulders and ears. And today we carry on with the practice of bringing strength on the upper body. As we lengthen the breath, we allow that breathing to come from the lower part of the abdomen towards the middle part of the abdomen, all the way up towards the chest, and as high as you comfortably can, and then exhaling, relaxing from chest to abdomen and lower part of the abdomen. Allowing this way to nourish your body, your digestive system, to activate. Knowing that most of the inflammatory conditions can be helped by a better digestion. Now with the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart, pressing gently. Align the spine, bring the stomach in, gaze up. And as we press the palms together even more, then we start activating the arms and the shoulders, the upper back, middle back, and slightly the chest also. The abdomen is soft, so we can keep breathing nice and long. Starting our gratitude practice as every day with the strength of your heart, with the lightness of your intuition. And then set your intentions for this practice and your intentions for today. Remember, small intentions are always good. It's more about achieving and bringing a focus, having a sense of control in our day. Inhale and bring the palms all the way up, chin up, head back. The upper back is active. And exhaling, lowering the arms all the way down through the sides. As every morning, just allow the arms to rest. Bring the chin towards the chest. And start feeling the shoulders relaxed, the stomach in, the chin towards the chest. And the more you relax your shoulders, the more you gently stretch the neck and upper back. So it's a passive stretch as we allow the weight of the head to hang freely. And if you're able to relax enough, you should feel the stretch even going towards the middle back, middle part of the spine. And then slightly engage the core, bring the chin up, and with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. We can start with crossing the legs on the other way. Good, and then place the hands on the knees. And we're going to bring the elbows towards the sides. Bring the chest up, the chin up. Good, and then exhaling, bring the elbows bent and the shoulders closer, stomach in, chin to chest. And then inhaling, elbows towards the ribs, look up. And exhaling, bend the elbows and round. So as we inhale, we should feel more the middle of the spine, tongue towards the upper palate. And as we exhale, we feel more the neck, bring the stomach in, the gaze up. And twice more, inhaling and exhaling. Good, inhale and exhale. Good, and then align the upper body and just shake side to side gently. Good, and then from here, inhaling, bring the arms all the way up. And exhaling, lowering the arms, stopping at shoulder height, stretching the arms as much as you can. Make sure you relax the shoulders down, stomach in. Inhaling, try to reach towards the sides, spreading the fingers. And next exhalation, twisting towards the right knee with the left hand, right hand around the waist. And if it reaches to the top of the thigh, then just hold there. Otherwise, just keep the back of the hand around the waist. Using the front arm to, as we bend the elbow, to twist a little bit more from the shoulders. Looking down and over the back shoulder or towards it. Without forcing, especially the neck is just a continuation of that twist. Breathing deeply and feeling the expansion around the ribs, that extra space as we inhale and relaxing as we exhale. One more round of breath. Good. And then inhaling, bring the arms all the way up, arch the spine, look up, and exhaling, lowering down, arms towards the sides, relax the shoulders, stomach in. Inhaling again, stretch the fingertips, the arms, and exhaling, twist towards the other side. Being mindful with the way that each side feels. As we bring the chin down, we can feel the neck lengthening from the top of the crown of the head. And when we're not moving the head, perhaps close your eyes and bring the gaze up, because it helps to connect with your breathing even more. Seems to be a little bit easier as we're not distracted with what we see. One more round of breath. Good, and gently open the eyes. Inhaling, bring the arms all the way up. And exhaling, lowering the arms down. Good, and then we can stretch the legs. Good, and stretch them by bouncing and shake them. Move your toes. Good, and then bring the hands behind the hips, shoulders back and down. The chest is slightly active, the elbows soft, and open the legs about shoulder width apart. Just a gentle exercise for the ankles in case they are a little bit sore about being sitting with the legs crossed. Inhaling, opening, exhaling, bringing the toes closer together. And if they touch together, you can bring one on top at a time. One more round of breath. Good, so even though we're doing some exercises for the ankles, for the lower part of the body, then we strengthening the upper body, supporting the weight. Now bring the feet together in Baddha Konasana and arch the spine even more. Stretch the arms, but always keep a little bit of flexion on the elbows, shoulders, arms, and upper back active. Middle back also as we arch and we try to bring the chest as up as possible, and then allow the head to hang freely, tongue towards the upper belly. If you feel any tension towards the upper back, the neck, then bring the chin slightly more up without hanging so much. And next exhalation, bring the chin towards the chest and releasing the hands, bringing them forward. Spreading the hands in front of you, shoulder width apart, and keep crawling with the fingertips away from you. So no matter how far you get to, the most important thing is that we're looking ahead instead of looking down, so we can stretch the spine a little bit more. Breathe slowly. Stomach in. One more round of breath. Good, and then walk back with the hands and bring yourself on tabletop. Hands aligned with the shoulders. Stretch the toes, stomach in. And from here we're going to do some cat-cow. Inhaling, looking up. And exhaling, rounding. So first we focus on the shoulders to protect the neck. Inhaling, engaging, looking up, tailbone towards the ceiling. And then exhaling, rounding, feel the expansion between the shoulder blades. And the other 4 rounds, focus about the spine. Inhaling, exhaling. Creating as much space, as much movement as you can. Exhale. Twice more, inhaling, exhaling. And last one, inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then from here, we're gonna bring the fingers pointing out. Make sure the wrist and the shoulders are aligned, so perhaps you need to open them a little bit wider. Soften the elbows. Good, and then we do 3 cat-cows from here. So keep the elbows soft, inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, round, chin to chest. Keep the fingertips active, protecting the wrist, inhaling up. And exhaling, bring the stomach in, chin to chest. And one more, inhaling. And exhaling. Good, and then come back towards the center. And we're gonna bring the hands pointing towards the inside, fingers pointing to each other. Soften the elbows, and another 3. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, rounding. Base of the fingers and fingertips active, inhaling up. Exhaling. And one more, inhaling. Exhaling. Good, and then from here, the last one, we're gonna bring the palms down, but the fingers this time pointing towards us. And in this one, it's very easy to overextend the elbows, so make sure that they keep slightly bent in both movements. The stretch is a little bit more difficult because we're not used to, but just focus on the movement of the spine, directing the attention to that area. Inhaling, fingertips active. Exhaling, round. Just 2 more, inhaling, exhaling. Good, and one more, inhaling, exhaling. Good, and then bring the big toes touching, releasing the hands, open the knees as wide as you can, and lower down. Let's first bend the elbows and rest the chin on the palms, looking up. Just gently touching with your fingertips on your cheeks. Close your eyes. Keep the gaze up. Breathing slowly and massaging your face. The tongue towards the upper palate. The jaw relaxed. Good, and then stretch the arms on the mat. Bring the forehead down. Shoulders and arms nice and wide. Without resting weight on the shoulders. Trying to stretch the arms as much as you can. Breathe slowly. Allow the chest to come as closer to the floor as you can. And if it's touching, then bring the chin down. Otherwise, stay with the forehead. Breathe slowly. Good, and then inhaling, move back with the hands. Bring the big toes the big toes touching and the knees touching together. And then sit on your heels, shoulders back and down. Breathe slowly, align the spine. Leaning slightly back with the shoulders. Good, and then bring the hands towards the sides of the hips with the fingertips. and start allowing that stretch of the thighs, keeping the knees trying to touch together. And if you can, bring the hands a little bit more back. Bring the chest forward, but focus more on the stretch of the thighs. The elbows soft, the arms are strong, looking up. Good, and then from there, bring the chin towards the chest, squeeze the knees, and see if you can bring the hips off the floor. Good, and then sit back on your heels, and then rest in Sajangasana. Relax the shoulders, spine, the arms. Breathe slowly. Making sure there's no tension on the neck. Noticing that extra space on the lumbar area. Counter pose. Good. Activate the core. Inhaling. Coming up to sit on your heels. Shoulders back and down. 3 times. And another 3 times forward. Good, and then from there, we're going to bring the hands on tabletop. Hip width apart with the knees, shoulder width apart with the hands, but we lower down with the elbows. Spreading the fingers, wrists and elbows align. And then from here, again, similar movement with the cat-cow, bringing the tailbone up as high as you can, making sure there's no tension on the neck, looking side to side. Good, and then exhaling, rounding, tucking the chin to the chest and pushing with the elbows off the floor. And then inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good, again, inhaling. Looking up. Exhaling, round. And once again, last one. Inhaling, arch the spine. Exhaling, push from the elbows. Good, and then inhaling, bring the hands back, down, shoulder width apart. Good, and then bring the thumb and the index touching together. So hands closer. Good, tuck the toes under and bring yourself up. Bringing the arms, muscles more active than the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Bring the hips high. The chest towards the thighs. Bend the knees one at a time. The elbows are soft, so the arms are strong. Good, and then come back towards the center. And then bring yourself on tiptoes, stomach in. And then bring the knees down. And align the hands again under the shoulders. Relax the shoulder blades, the stomach in. Good, and then come into downward facing dog. Walk back with the hands, coming on your forward fold, and then holding the elbows with opposite hands and bringing the arms as back behind the head as you can, stretching the spine. Feel the stretch also on the hamstrings. Breathe slowly and keep the activation of the arms, the shoulders, the upper back. Feeling the stretch. from the lower part of the spine. Two more rounds of breath. Uttanasana. Good, and then release the hands and interlace the fingers behind the back, holding again the elbows, not the hands, just the elbows. Good. And bend the knees, core active. Inhaling, start coming up to standing. Keep the knees bent, bring the hips forward. And keep pressing with the lower arms on the spine. Shoulders back, looking up. Knees bent, protecting the lower back. Looking towards the ceiling, tongue towards the upper palate. And then bringing the chin towards the chest and aligning the spine, releasing the hands, and again forward fold. This time allow the arms to rest completely. Feel that extra space on the spine, on the neck. Zero resistance. One more round of breath. Good, and then bend the knees. Inhaling, lift the head up. Bring the hands on the hips. Strong legs. Inhaling, coming up to standing. Relax the arms. Bring your focus, your gaze. And when you feel you can move, then grab your blanket to get ready for your Savasana. Well done for your practice. Now let's keep the warmth so we can get the most of the benefits of the practice. We tend to be busy and thinking that doing is always better than not doing. But in the yoga practice, we learn that both parts are important. So it's true that we only let the body rest completely in this Savasana for 10% of the time. But in this time, try to completely let go. Let go of the thinking mind by bringing the awareness on your breathing. Let go of the hookup with your physical body and the way it feels, by allowing it to completely relax. Stretching the arms away from the body as much as you need to feel the chest and the space in between the shoulder blades completely relaxed. And we do the same with the legs, to feel the hips soft. Bring the chin towards the chest so we can feel the neck soft, as well as the back of the crown of the head. The gaze is up, and your breathing becomes automatic, coming in and out through your nose freely. If you feel your heartbeat, then you can focus on that instead of on your breath. But we always try to focus in one thing, one only thing, as we do in the one-pointed meditation. training the mind to bring some strength, to bring the focus to that one thing that we choose. So the next step is allowing the mind to completely relax. Good, and then gently wiggling your toes and your fingers, increasing your breathing, deepening your breath. And with the next inhalation, bring the feet together, bend the knees one at a time, lengthen the spine. And when you're ready, roll towards the right side or left side. If you have low blood pressure, you can use the bottom arm to support your head. But make sure that the neck is soft, the jaw relaxed, and you gaze up. And then use your arms to bring yourself up to a sitting position. Aligning the spine. Inhaling and bring the palms together at the level of the heart. Pressing gently as we lower the wrists. Align with the elbows. The chin towards the chest. Breathing deeply. And we get ready for our Om as a way of union. Inhaling. Inhale and exhale. And keeping the palms together, inhaling, bring the thumbs to the third eye for the right thoughts, and exhale. Inhaling, bring them closer to the mouth for the right word, the right say, and exhale. And inhaling, bring them closer to the heart center for the right feelings and compassion, and exhale. With a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was good. Remember, you can let me know if there was any discomfort or anything that you want me to work on throughout the week. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow.